The last time we were in here, you were the one that hadn't slept. But you look all rested now.
I am pretty rested. I don't know what happened to me this week. Been smoking again. After like a year off of smoking anything. I don't know, I felt like I proved it to myself. I was like, I made it 1 year. No one cares about 2 years. So 1 year's perfect. Boom. Back at it.
And we're talking smoking cigarettes and joints?
Well, no, the cigarettes was like on my birthday, and then like you know, just like had the pack around, so I was smoking it. Doesn't matter. Those are gross.
Disgusting. I took one drag and I almost died.
Yeah, they're kind of fun though.
There's nothing but it seems to be resurging though. I feel like I've seen. They really are.
Well, that goes to show.
And look at you, just succumbing to peer pressure. Madonna smokes a cigarette at a fashion show, and all of a sudden you're on fucking Santa Monica and San Vicente.
It's not a Madonna cigarette smoke. It was like a Lana Del Rey smoke. It's a very calm, reflective, and accepting smoke, if you will.
Accepting
where I am. I think that's why people are probably smoking now too. They're like, well, you know what? The world is fucked. Everything's fucked. I have to work my entire life away. So if I'm going to smoke a little bit and maybe die of cancer a couple years early, then at least I had a little bit of joy on my break.
So you're accepting the fact that you're killing yourself as you're smoking?
Well, maybe. I mean, it's not like I'm going to go back. It's not like I'm a smoker. Have some cigarettes maybe once a year. That's okay. I want to taste every little facet in life. I want to try everything.
Taste?
Yeah, I want to taste. I want to try everything a little bit. Why not? It's fun. I mean, well, not everything. I'm going to go do meth or something like that. But, you know.
Yeah, have you ever done meth?
No. Well, no, not like that.
I knew that wasn't the truth.
No, I've never done meth. But I have been around someone that was doing it from a bong, and I like didn't know. And like the room was super smoky. And I was like, it doesn't smell like weed. And they like pass it, and you're like, weed? They're like, no, it's not weed. I'm like, well, what? And somebody innocent. I'm like, what is that? What is it then? It's like meth. Like so casually. And I'm just like that's so, I mean, no shade, I guess, but.
No, you should shade that.
But I was afraid of it because I was like, oh my gosh, like get tested at work or something like that, and you're around it. This wasn't recently, by the way, so my current job, need not worry. This was years ago. But yeah, I just like was a little nervous about being like breathing that into any capacity.
But you accepted it and got a contact high and got happy.
Meth contact high.
I've never had one of those. I gotta be honest, I've never had a marijuana contact high either.
Yeah.
I feel like I've always been participating in
I don't think a contact high is even a thing. I think it was because I was stuck in a stuffy room with the actual smoke in my lungs, I'm sure. Probably breathing that shit.
Yeah, isn't that what a contact high is?
I just thought contact high was like, I'm around somebody, so whoa, like they're high, so now I
always
feel
thought
high.
it was like secondhand smoke vibe.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe you're right.
And for everyone to hear, I'm curious what you think. Better without the beard or
I like a beard. I like a beard on you. I like your long hair. And I like your beard, but I do like this. I mean, you're able to shave down because you have a really nice jawline. I like need it. It's like makeup for me. I feel like I need this.
Otherwise, I've seen you with your.
I get the Dorfman. Yeah, you see me on another episode. You're like, yeah, it's weird.
Did I say that?
Yes. You're like, you even told the people, you're like, be grateful that he has a beard.
No, I did not say that.
You fucking. I went home and I cried, and then I accepted it.
Okay, good. As long as you accepted it, that's fine. I've always had a very hard time accepting things. Death of my grandmother, I really struggled to accept. I mean,
there's a certain power in the acceptance versus like just being like, let it go, like just accept it, like fucking give up or just like move on.
Yeah, like accepting where you are in life. Like right now, I'm learning to accept that I'm aging. I have a very hard time with aging. And that's actually something I wanted to highlight because I think it's in our society, it's a big problem. And I know we've talked about ageism before.
Yeah.
But I'm going to lead with that into the topic of acceptance because I think it's something that should always be talked about. And another thing that we've talked a lot about is music, but Madonna specifically. Today is the release of her new album. And I've been seeing a lot of her being dragged online for her age. Shania Twain's another one who's been getting it.
Yeah. noticed that, especially for showing their bodies.
Yeah. Like, so Madonna and Shania Twain share the same stylist,
Being
like shit
sexual,
like that.
it's like, oh, you have any amount of sex of you age out of sexuality.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've seen it.
So it's, I guess, I've been thinking a lot, like whoever decided, who gets to decide, you know, when, kind of when your time is up.
Yeah.
You know, like it should be us, but it kind of feels like a lot of times, especially for people in the public eye, it's the critics.
Yeah.
It's, you know, whoever does the reviews, it's the magazines or whatever.
And it's that
people
snowball
online.
effect that we talked about, right? Like we just said with Janet, like you hear something, people post about it, and you get enough stupid articles posted that other people, it gets sent to the right people, by the way, like miserable people at home, moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas who are so far removed from sex and want to look at that and judge, probably deep down being like, shit, I wish I had some sexuality. I wish my husband was touching my pussy. Like, I wish I was getting something going, but they're not. So it's like, let's perpetuate this fucking anger because it's easier to go on Facebook and rant about somebody.
And I want to show you a video here in a second of what really kind of got my goat in this. All right, but let me...
It's a control thing, though. It's also like a control, it's a power thing where it's, you know, at the end of the day, people think their opinions really matter. You and I are going to have opinions on the podcast where we're, of course, like, this is how I feel about this. This is how I feel about that. But I think, when it comes to expression, even people I don't like, even artists I really don't enjoy, I'm not really going to sit here and be like, they should not be allowed to express themselves. I may say I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy what they're putting out, but I would never be like, they're too old, they're too this, so therefore don't do it. That's very self-centered way of thinking.
Yeah. And I'll say this one last thing before, because I read this, it kind of stuck with me before I play you this clip, but accepting reality does not mean surrendering your purpose. Okay. So you ready to watch this?
Yes.
He's had more face work than Joan Rivers. Obviously. Loving family members would not let you go out this way. So you're Smokey Robinson, 86 years old. I know we're supposed to look at this and say, 86? That's not at all how I feel. Look at this. Now he's rubbing his ass. The listening audience, you know, like slow groove, like he's getting ready.
He's feeling
to,
himself.
Like, get on top of somebody. Meanwhile, you know, he steps from the grave. And this is like...
From the grave.
This is not
She's an
inspirational.
asshole.
It also makes me think of Madonna.
I was just going to
Look at her
say
fucking
that. So have you
shanks.
seen the latest tape of her?
Where she's trying to crawl up on the DJ deck.
No. There, she bends over. We're going to play it. Look, okay, here she is. She's 66?
Yeah,
now?
I think so.
60 or 67. She might be 67. Look at this. And now look how she moves, Maureen. Madonna, I'm sorry to say.
She doesn't look
She's
bad.
moving
more
well.
like an older person now. And she's not pulling this off. She thinks she's pulling this. This is disgusting. But you can...
I think that's what's colloquially.
I can't even see any more of this.
But why can't she just behave like a saucy?
Why can't she
67
behave?
as opposed to a saucy?
Why can't you behave?
27-year-old.
Yes,
You know?
It's real. Here we go.
If Megan
This is
Kelly
the
had an
Times
ounce of
Square
sex
thing.
appeal,
Like,
maybe she'd
Basically
understand.
flashing her vag.
No,
At just-
no one wants to see.
Put it away.
It's got cobwebs on it at this point.
I cannot hear more of these women. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's
There's a lot of things you want to say, right? Like,
of course.
it really gets my goat. What stands out most when you watch that?
I'd say there's definitely a certain level of just it's conservative with sex. So it's like it is to me the same concept you and I talk about a lot, where it's like once you've reached a certain age, you're no longer allowed, or it's no longer acceptable to be a sexual being or to have sexual feelings or thoughts. We talked about this in another episode too. Like when you have kids, there's this concept of like once somebody's had a child, then it's like kind of frowned upon for them to be a sexual person or to do something after their kids grow up, right? Like it's almost like that's the end for you, whatever. And so I don't know, like obviously there's certain parts of it I see with like Barry Manilow just needing help. I don't think there's anything wrong with him performing it at all. It's incredible. It just looked like he might have needed help. That part was weird to me because he wasn't even like lining up with what he was saying. But that's a different kind of video. Like that was just more Just her ragging on somebody who obviously is just figuring it out. But at the same time, it looked like it was a celebration of him and his music. And if he's up there mouthing or doing whatever the fuck he wants to do to his own music.
Something my dad said to me when I was a kid really stuck with me. And I think about this with Celine Dion all the time. And he says one of his regrets in life is not having seen Elvis. And I think about what that was Celine. I want to see Celine so bad. But it's not about people going to all these shows and being blown off their feet and just it's about connecting with somebody who you have love for, that you connect with, that you enjoyed their music. It is a celebration.
Definitely.
The thing that stood out to me the most in this whole podcast with Megyn Kelly, I think I don't know what happened to her,
but it's just like mean girl energy too. There's a difference.
Taking down woman, and
woman
I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get like why. Okay, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing.
Yeah,
fine. But you dragging another woman, the most successful solo female artist of all time.
Yeah,
she has accomplished incredible things, self-made, came from nothing. You taking her down while claiming that you're a patriot, while pretending like you love America and its values and what it represents. Madonna is the fucking poster child for what America has to offer.
Yeah.
You know, she is the American dream. And there's a lot of artists who are exactly like that. But that's the thing that stood out to me.
Where do you think it comes from? Where do you think that comes from for her?
From Megyn Kelly?
Yeah.
Trump.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah. But no, where do you think that comes from within her?
Oh, within her.
I know. I have a word, but I want you to see if you're going to say that word.
Okay, don't rush me on it because I haven't. I think there's a lot of words that are coming to my head. It comes from insecurity.
Insecurity. Which also comes from
jealousy.
And jealousy. All of it branches. I'm just going to fucking cut you off there and say it. From fear. I think that there's a fear of her feeling like she herself might not be enough now. It's easier to take somebody else out. So she's probably imagining herself years later, you know, Madonna's doing this. Well, I'm going to shit on that because I probably could never do that. I mean, I don't look at Megyn Kelly and see sex appeal, but people have seen sex appeal from a lot of these people that she's talking shit about, right? I think it just comes from fear, right? And it shows what my mom likes to say, and on the theme of acceptance, my mom would say another saying from my mom, Elizabeth. She's going to start asking for
credit,
for some credit. That which resists persists. And that's so true. Like when you resist, that which resists persists.
Okay.
So people like that, they wear it like perfume. She wears it on her. There's like this jealousy, but it's not just her. It's all these other people, like I was saying, like all these people on the internet that are dragging her, where it's just like, well, Madonna's not only done it her whole life, but she's doing it again. And there's so much jealousy, and there's so much people that resist the fact that that's a part of them, that there's something in them that they wish they could express. And you resist it and you resist it. And it's not just true of Madonna or true of this, it's true in any other part of our life.
What's really wild about Madonna too, and how she has had her 40-something year career with the release of this album, it's again a new generation of people who are going to be exposed to Madonna, who are going to discover who Madonna is, and then discover all of her hits and her legacy and everything that she's left behind, and start watching her videos and start connecting the dots of like, oh, all the artists that I love were inspired by this person.
Yes.
Right? And that goes beyond Madonna too. Madonna's inspired by people too, but I think the fact that she's had such a long career and she's reinvented herself so many times.
Yeah.
I think that in our society, again, and we've talked about this, we should be holding people like this up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
We should be proud. Going back to the video real quick, I look at that and I don't see Megyn Kelly accepting anything.
Yeah.
I feel like that's resistance. I feel like she's unhappy, fearful. And I look at
jumping
Madonna
on a fucking bandwagon.
Yeah.
She's like, ooh, this is going to get me views. Yeah. I'm kind of a washed up journalist and no one really cares what I'm saying. Am a washed up journalist and I have nothing fucking of importance to say. It all comes from, and even I'm guilty of like sometimes seeing people and being judgmental, but I do feel like even though I'm such an asshole sometimes, I feel like I always at least have that moment of like looking in. I feel like you and I, when I bitch about it, I always am like, I get mad, even when it was about Chaperone, what we always mention or stuff like that. But then I always come back and I'm like, you know what?
You always bring her up.
They're doing it and they're going for it. And there's so much power in people like that. Again, accepting who they are.
No, Megyn Kelly is not sitting back reflecting upon what she said about someone.
No.
And I think that there's also a difference of having a distaste for someone.
Yeah.
Because you dislike them or whatever.
But then you go the extra step.
But this is like an overarching theme of they're too fucking old.
Yeah. No, I mean, to make comments like cobwebs. Down there. Like, I mean,
a loving family member wouldn't let them go on stage. Shit, that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
That's
just mean. It's mean girl.
You know how many
mean
people are
behavior.
happy that he is still alive? You know how many people are grateful that they get to watch Madonna age?
Yeah.
She doesn't have to age the way society thinks she
that you
should
deem
age.
fit.
Yeah.
And even you've made comments in the past where like, I wish she'd do this, I wish she'd do that, but like, but it's like that's a personal opinion, and then we're like, but at the same time, it's like whatever makes her happy and makes her continue thriving and producing art, and what makes her feel like that's her place.
Madonna, you watch her, she looks to me like somebody who is accepting everything that's coming her way, and to me, that is accepting.
To accept who she is.
Accept who she
is.
And
it shows. And people are threatened by that, though. People are threatened by somebody who is fully
They've
self-realized, accepting who you are, and not caring what other people think about you. I think acceptance, for me, has been a huge part of us starting this together, this podcast. I think you and I have realized where we are in our lives, right? In different places. But we accept where we're at, right? Which is what you're saying. That's something I'm also doing. And it goes even further where we get comments, we get feedback, we get some of these things, and I accept it. At first, it's like, I resist it. And every time you resist something like that, like it's your brain just like going in circles and finding any reason other than to be happy.
There's also a video that I saw recently of this girl, and she's like, her friend's filming her in a club, and there's a dude behind her, and she said, who let their dad out or something like that, like come get your dad, and it's like an older guy behind her in this club listening to music and everything. And I was pleasantly surprised by the comments.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the comments were, one specifically was like, I'm 42 years old, I have 3 kids who are now, self-sufficient. You bet your ass I'm going out to see EDM music because I love it. It's things like that.
Of course.
Lots of comments like that. So I know that people feel the same way.
No, I was going to say earlier, and you're bringing it back, that I was shocked to see most of these comments about Madonna, of these things. They have not, at least on my feed, my algorithm, have not come from the younger generations. Like Gen Z have definitely been giving Madonna her flowers. There's a lot of people that are like, this is a bad bitch. The only people that I see complaining about Madonna are people Madonna's age, maybe 40s to 50s, 60s, around that age range. I mean, there's going to be other people that are like talking shit, of course. But no, I see a lot of, that's a whole other, I feel like we could have an episode on that too, about Gen Z and the ways that I talk shit, but also the ways that they really surprise me.
Wait, you're Gen Z? Or you're not millennial?
No, I guess I'm Gen Z. I mean, maybe younger. I don't know.
After Gen Z,
the things really confuse me. But like my little sister's
like
age,
3 names.
I'm 27, but my little sister being like 20, right? Yeah. I'm thinking like that age range. They surprise me. They constantly surprise me. Where you think like there's moments where I'm like, chronically online, let's live, let's touch some grass. But there's other times where it's stuff like this where I'm like, wow, they're finding some really old music. They're finding, connecting to stuff that most people my age are not remotely interested in. It's a weird shift, but that's not the conversation right now.
Here, to Madonna.
I know we feel like all roads lead to Madonna, but that's the thing.
They do.
Madonna would not be Madonna if she wasn't fully Madonna, if that makes sense. If she didn't accept who she was and fucking run with it and be proud of herself. She didn't let people dictate who she is or how she should act or how she should behave. And it's in the songs. Like when I was just listening to her album, last night when it first dropped. I mean, she was basically that, I can't remember. I should have exact lyrics about it, but she was basically talking about people talking about her, right? That kind of feeling of just not giving a shit. Also kind of reminds me though of the Gen Z, what I was saying too, where she was like, but where I had it right here, the Everything song. Everything's crystallized. No one wants to go outside. It's not okay. It blows my mind. They're like, I don't fuck with it.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I thought that was fun. Like at first I was like, oh, is this cheesy? I was like, no, you know what?
I don't fuck with
I don't fuck with it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't fuck with it. And
what are we talking about not fucking with?
negative energy, negative fucking feedback.
Let's
and
bring it back.
It is back.
Bring it back, yeah.
Okay, well, you may have lost it, but that was my whole point.
I didn't sleep. I've started the show talking about I'm fucking tired, okay?
Anyway. All right.
Well done. All right, moving on.
Yeah, we need to move on.
It is time for Unpopular Opinions.
That was a really underwhelming fucking drum roll.
Joffy Pops, what's your unpopular opinion?
Oof.
Yeah. Pressure's on, bro.
The pressure is on. And I me being like, you do you. You be who you want to be. And you don't let anyone steal your sparkle. And then me immediately being like, well, I don't like this.
Well, it depends on
but
what
it's an unpopular opinion. So the point is I'm being put on the spot. Don't fucking come for me. Well, I had a few. What's one that could really like annoy people?
Mouth off, bro.
I just don't care for Kesha, her music. I just never have. When I was a kid, I liked Blow. I liked the fun club stuff. Nothing she's dropped since then. And there's no shade to her, what she's been through. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about her music. I don't think, when I first met you, you were like, what? You don't like Kesha? She's Mother. And I was like, Mother?
I didn't call her fucking Mother.
You did. I remember. It's ingrained in my fucking brain that you said that.
I can't imagine me calling
You had three.
Kesha.
You have three marks. That's one of them against you.
Are you sure that I was being serious?
I don't think,
because I don't.
No,
I'm not
no,
a Kesha
you didn't
guy.
say it like Mother, but you were like, she's like Mother to those girls that you listen to. Some of those, like some of the music I like.
A lot of those girls do sound like Kesha.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Kind of a boring, unpopular opinion. You know what I
My
mean?
unpopular opinion is a lot better.
What is it?
People who don't use their blinkers, fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Need to have their driving privileges revoked.
There you go. But is that unpopular? I don't think so. That is a popular opinion.
Nobody uses their fucking blinkers,
Yeah, but
so
I feel
it
like,
must be
but
unpopular.
if you had a conversation with other people, they'd all be like, I agree.
No, they would be like, I have a blinker.
Do you use your blinker?
It's the fucking law. Use your blinker.
It's the fucking law. No, I don't know.
All right.
How about you? I'll say, it is time for...
No, you are the bigger fag. You say it. It is time for
a fag fit.
You're the only friend I have that jokingly calls me a fag or a faggot. And I'm not offended by it. It's one of those words that we have been taught is a bad word. But it wasn't long ago, in very recent memory, that the word queer, in my opinion, meant the same. I felt it was the same thing. I think it was probably 5 years ago when somebody, and that might be a stretch, somebody referred to me as queer. And I was actually, and it was as a family member.
Excuse me, bitch.
It was a family member. One of her kids is queer. And so she was talking about queer and queer. And I was like, what? Why do you keep calling me a queer? I grew up.
Keep calling me a queer.
My dad would say something like, oh, that's really queer. And then he would look at me and smile and be like, queer meaning strange, because that's probably why I'm not offended by the word fag, because I grew up being taught that
being called
always, no, but no, I grew up with a dad who had a fucking great sense of humor and knew that laughter and making light of things that you can't control is the medicine to getting through life.
Of course.
My point in all this is we're having a fit today.
We're in a fit. And the word fag is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been back for a little bit.
And Joffy Pops, has it been back?
I
thought we were like on the cusp of.
No, I feel like it's been back for sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here I am thinking that we're so cool.
No, we're not that unique.
Fuck the haters.
On with it.
Okay, what's your fag fit? What are you ranting about today?
My fag fit is that I refuse to give in to fucking technology controlling every single thing. I'm so tired. And you know what? And some things I have to. Some things I
Good
have to
luck.
let go of. You know, I have to let go of my Apple CarPlay barely working on my fucking newish car. And then I have to turn my car on and off 3 times
Oh,
to get
that
Apple
kind of
CarPlay to fucking
technology.
work. No, there's other parts.
Your car, by the way, gave my car a virus because now my fucking truck is doing what your car does.
Okay, my car
It's
did
contagious.
not. No, your
You
car
gave
got that on its own.
my truck the herpes.
No, my car is clean as can be. My car gets tested.
You say the same thing about your bussy.
Both clean. My car is like my pussy, clean. You're distracting me. Technology that way. Technology about Siri, which I've bitched about before on my phone and in my apartment, when it's like I just set a timer. Siri, do just the most simple thing that you're supposed to do, and it'll talk back. She'll fucking give me attitude. She'll be like, "Who is this? Who's speaking? I'm sorry, I can't help you."
But why do you use her?
Because my hands are covered in raw chicken, and I'm like, set a fucking timer or
you need to get
do
yourself
something.
a kid.
No, that'd be a whole other rant after that. No, but you know what? It also just comes down to like some other things where really technology is so fucking unnecessary.
Yeah.
We go to a hotel and we check in.
Oh my
and we have
gosh.
to wait 30 minutes for this guy to be like, "Well, we actually don't do keys. It's a code that we send to your phone, and then it's an app, and then you unlock it to get into the lobby and into your hotel room." And it's like, you know what? Give me a fucking key. I mean,
I would rather him
physical...
just have done what he ended up having to do, which was just write the fucking code on a Post-it and give it to us.
Yes, just fucking do it. It's things that are supposed to make life easier ends up taking an app, downloading, Wi-Fi, all this shit to get something that should be so fucking streamlined.
But is it, now let me play devil's advocate here. Is it the technology or is it the people using the technology?
It's both. It's the technology. It's also the expectation that you have to have the technology. Like you said to the guy, he couldn't answer.
You don't have to have Siri.
No, but
you're choosing to.
But you had to have a phone to get into this hotel. You asked the guy, you're like, well, what if we don't have a phone?
Yeah.
How am I going to get in?
He would have written the number on a
Post-it note, and then he would have had to wait up all night for us to knock on the door and hopefully let us into the lobby.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm here all night.
Given the next
and then
morning.
we wake up in the morning and no one's even there, anywhere to be found. I just don't, I get it. I get why people want to move to that direction, but there's just something so important about physical, and this goes beyond. I mean, I talk about physical media all the time, how much I miss and I love physical media. And there's an appreciation for it, sure, with vinyls and cassettes and CDs and stuff like that. But there's something so grounding and personal, human about physical stuff, physical technology. If you're going to not physical technology, you know what I mean? Just physical, whatever. And so it just gets to a point where it's so fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
You just want something done. Like, boom, boom, I'm done.
It is annoying.
Speaking of annoying, what's yours?
People who steal. And the inconvenience that people who steal shit bring upon everyone. If I want to buy hair dye, if I want to buy fucking lotion, if I want to buy fabric softener at my local grocery store, I now have to push a button and wait for somebody to come and open a cabinet. What else do they steal?
Know anything about that?
OnlyFans videos.
Oh,
they steal that. You know something about that.
Well, I know a little bit about that. I think it depends on what's being stolen. Because that's where my thing is. It's like, I'm right there with you. Like, I do not like, I get so frustrated when I have to wait to get alcohol unlocked somewhere. And it's like, or if I'm at a Walmart.
That's what's wild is that alcohol is not locked up.
No, but something like Walmart, I'd wait there for something like that. Or a lubricant or condoms, things, whatever I want. So that's what, no, sorry. Let me reel it back.
You have to call to get condoms out of a case?
Yes. But let me reel it back.
Is that embarrassing for you?
No. Let me reel it.
Do you go to your local store?
I haven't bought condoms in a long time. Let me think.
Oh, you raw dog it?
No.
But do you get them from your local store where you have a crush on the cashier?
Exactly. I buy Magnums right there. I'm like,
no lube, just Magnums.
Lube, ready to go.
I like a lot of friction.
Oh God. No, those are some things I think that shouldn't be locked up. That's what was my point. My point is
condoms.
Condoms. If you think you need fucking condoms, you need contraceptives, or you need baby formula, or you need stuff like this, and you're so desperate that you need to steal it, fucking make it a little easier for people to steal. I mean, we should be providing shit for people that need that. There's a difference between unnecessary items. Alcohol is what I meant. Like, alcohol, not necessary.
Condoms should be free, period.
Yes,
everywhere.
Other shit is not necessary. But yeah, like that's a whole separate thing. But I guess it doesn't matter. But it also just depends on like where you're at. Like when I'm in, well, my home, I was about to say place where I live, but when I'm in my town where I live, like there is not a lot of stuff locked up. But when we go to like West Hollywood, of course, everything's locked up. So it also kind of depends on where you're at, right? The only things that are locked up where I go shopping is the alcohol, which also doesn't make sense to me because you'll have like a $30 bottle locked up and they'll have like $80 bottles out without anything on it. That is a whole other, I don't even know what that's about. But accept that people are going to steal, Blue.
You know what? How about I accept the fact that you talked during my fag fit, but I let you have the floor. Moving on. 2 hoes in a hotel.
Well, what story? What am I starting about that story? I don't want to bore the audience.
What makes you think you're not already? As you scroll through your phone.
Unattentive. My
no
notes.
Eye contact.
Those are his notes. These are my notes. Sorry, I should slate.
Isn't it funny? The one bitching about technology refuses to write physical notes on note cards.
Because I was writing it on this, and then after I did one,
because you're a fucking thief and you stole
and you're like,
my
you're
card.
taking too long. Shut up.
So if you missed our last episode, which I highly recommend you watch if you didn't, because, because we want you to watch it.
Yeah.
We were planning on that night, that very day that we filmed that, we went to WeHo, also known as Wayho, to Jaffe Pops here. And it was his birthday. It was actually, his birthday was the beginning of the month, but it took us forever to do something. So we said, okay, we're going to WeHo. And there was a lot of things that happened that night that were very,
oh yeah.
It was a fun night.
It was fun. It was fun because we were hanging out, doing our thing in our own little bubble. But I think everything outside that bubble was kind of chaotic.
Did you say outside that bubble?
Yeah.
But they were all within the bubble.
What are you talking about? No, I feel like our bubble was like you and I having a good time.
I see.
And then everything else was like coming into that space.
Trying to penetrate the bubble?
Trying to penetrate us.
Well,
why is everyone trying to penetrate us?
We did stay in the hotel that you had such a beef with, and it was a nice hotel. It was Beverly. What was it?
Beverly Terrace.
Beverly Terrace. Much smaller than I thought it was going to be.
Very small.
Very small.
Shared a lovely bathroom that was basically a little double door closet with like a 1-inch gap all the way down the middle.
I had to kick Joffrey out when I had to poop.
And I had to kick Blue out.
I said, you have to leave.
We took turns. Get the fuck out. Go get coffee.
There's 2 beds. Like in the gap, I don't know. And there was no fart fan and the window's only open like this much. And the window was low. So it's not like, smoke and farts and everything rise. So if the crack is up, things are going to ventilate. That shit didn't ventilate because it was like this.
No.
And
turn
both
the AC
windows
on, it just circulated that ass throughout the entire
housekeeping comes in and was like, oh, I forgot we're in West Hollywood. It's not what it
kill
is.
Housekeeping. She's going to suffocate with her lips like there's a 1-inch gap on the fucking window.
Housekeeping. Oh shit. But it was an interesting stay. I thought it would be a little nicer because it was the same amount as the Ramada when we stayed at the Ramada.
Yeah.
It
felt cleaner.
It did feel cleaner because there was less. It was smaller.
It wasn't like carpets and stuff too. It was like
no, and there was no furniture.
vinyl
There was
flooring,
just 2 beds.
So that's fine with me.
And we make do. It was one night. It was fine. It was fine. And I did like the proximity to the clubs.
Yeah.
It was nice.
The theme of the night was running into people that we didn't want to run into or we're not expecting to run into.
Not expecting to. I mean, everyone I ran into, I was pleasantly surprised.
One. Oh, surprise is good, but like they were pretty good encounters for you, except for one.
Who was not a good encounter for me?
The one that got all fucking mad at you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's why I thought the whole point of the theme of the night was like some weird.
No, I've blocked that out of my, fuck that guy, man.
Yeah.
I'm ready to like fucking dig that out. You ditched me during the interaction too. You're such a dick.
I had to pee so bad.
I know, but actually when you left, it hadn't gone south yet.
Yeah.
So
not my fault.
We had gone to the smoke shop and we had gotten high. We smoked our joint. And as I'm sitting here talking shit, I'm realizing that I feel like, did you tell them we had a podcast called Musky Trunks?
I didn't want to tell them. I didn't want to tell them.
Every time I would be talking to someone and I could hear Joffrey behind me saying, Musky Trunks.
No,
I'm
it's
like,
not
who the
true.
Fuck are you telling?
It's because these are your friends and they'd try to talk to me and they'd ask every other question. Why are you here? Why did you end up here? And I'd try to avoid it.
And then we walk away and you're like, I'm going to wear a t-shirt that says Musky Trunks.
Well, yeah, I might if I get some fucking promo.
I was talking to actually 2 guys. One I was never really spent a lot of time with, but he was a DJ and he would play at places I'd be hanging out and house parties, whatever. So I knew him, and he was always super sweet, super kind guy, and still was, even that night. I just have a little crush on him, and just a nice guy. The other guy I knew, and he I never really hung out with one-on-one. It was just always social settings, mutual friends. He was in the industry, is in the industry. And so we're sitting there talking, and I ask him if he has kids, because I'm making small talk. I'm high.
You have kids?
I have kids. I'm like, okay. I'm like,
yeah.
Start a conversation, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, no. And then I make the dumb fucking mistake of asking if he wanted to or planned to.
Oop.
And that was where I fucked up, apparently. Because how dare I ask if somebody who is 55 is going to have kids, right? And that was his beef. He started laying into me about how fucked up it would be for him to have kids at 55, because when he was 70, well, how old would the kids be? And then he's going to die and they're not going to have kids and blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting there and I say, well, there's a lot of kids that will never have a family. Even if you're their parent for 10 years, you've at least had a kid for 10 years, whatever. And then I found myself in this situation where I was like, felt like I needed to defend myself.
Yeah.
And I hit a point as he's sitting there, blah, 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 kind of barking at me, it felt like. And granted, I was high, so this could be very exaggerated in my head, and there was loud music and everything. But that's the way I perceived it. I'm talking about the way I perceived it. I perceived it as like I was getting yelled at. And so I looked over at the other guy, because there's the three of us standing, it's like in a little triangle. And he was clearly not making eye contact. He was like turning away. He was trying to find something else to involve himself with. And I was like, I'm not fucking imagining it.
Yeah.
This has gone south. And I just looked at him and I was like, it's been real fucking nice. I'm going to get some water. And so then I got some water and I stood there for a minute and you weren't coming back. And then I was like, fuck this guy. And I just walked away. But like, I still like, I talk about accepting it. I need to accept that. But there's part of me that's like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah.
Because by reacting that way for a simple question, like he's butthurt about it somehow.
Yeah, of course.
He's got a beef with the fact that
resistance,
nobody
not
asked him to have
accepting.
kids.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck the deal is, but to have that reaction to somebody who has kids
Yeah.
and is trying to connect with you, and how you heard it, how many times was he like, oh my God, it's been 15 years. It's been 15
Said
years.
so many times. Yeah.
And so like,
Somebody
I'm
that's
feeling like,
struggling
oh,
with age. Somebody that's struggling with where they're at in
and
their life.
I recognize that. I'm good with that. I'm struggling with it. But again, don't be the fucking Megyn Kelly who is fucking barking and taking other people down because of something that you are.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of felt like it was.
100%.
Like we
100%.
are two dudes that, I mean, he's actually 50. I'm not even 50 yet.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe he's almost going to be 55. He was
But
substantially.
it doesn't
like, much
matter.
older.
I mean, it's somebody that wants to offer somebody
I'm just fucking being
good
nice and
life,
want to be
yeah.
high and dance to some music,
oh my
man.
gosh. Well, yeah. He had a very intense energy to him.
Did you
And weirdly
did you
enough-
talk to him much one-on-one?
Yeah. I talked to him and then talked to his friend, and then I was kind of like, I don't want to do this, but also I really did have to use the bathroom. And I figured you
Sure.
were going to find your way out. They were you knew them. I didn't know them.
I found my way out for sure.
You fucking
fucking
gotta-
peace out.
But then we were like, that interaction happened after.
After yours, which yours takes the cake.
I know it does. I feel like I don't even know if I can say it on the podcast, but
Let's give some what do they call it? An alias.
context, an alias. Oh,
Yeah, you
Let's
won't
give some
use
context.
real names.
Yeah. Well, it's just my uncle, which I talked about weirdly enough on the other episode. My uncle
You talked shit.
I know my uncle that outed me, right? About 2 years ago, we got in a huge fight, my uncle and I, and we got in a fight because I didn't visit him in Palm Springs. I said I was going to Palm Springs and I wanted to, visit, whatever. Whole fucking doesn't matter. But what really started the fight was like our family group chat, where he sent the family group chat all this stuff about me. Jeffrey is undignified and absolutely slutty because I posted my half naked photos on Instagram, right? He's showing his pubes. It's disgusting. And, and he won't listen to anybody. And if you see my Instagram, well, then you know I post some stuff because I have fun. But that doesn't matter. It's the fact that it was sent to a group chat with my grandmother and my grandfather and my little sister and my little cousin and my aunt and my uncle and my other cousin and his wife, like a whole family chat, like shaming me, right? So I got into a fucking fight with him. Naturally, I defended myself and we got into a big beef. And this is a couple years ago. And I had not talked to him since that had happened. And then you and I smoke a fucking joint in Wayo. And I'm like, I didn't know what I was saying. We're like walking down and I was like, don't split the pole because I don't like to split the pole. And I made some joke because some twink walked between us. I was like, don't split the twink. And I like look up and it's like locked eyes face to face with that uncle.
He was kind of rude.
He was very rude. He's very
rude.
dismissive of you.
He was dismissive of me, but that is not what makes me say he was rude. He was rude because he wasn't respecting you clearly not wanting to sit there and socialize.
No.
You clearly trying to make your exit.
Yeah.
Him forcing
a photo to send to the family like everything's all happy.
Yes, but
it's all good.
And then he made the whole fucking thing awkward for everyone. His poor friend was,
and his husband that was
mortified.
Like, did not want to be around me. You could tell his husband was like very irritated, and instead wanted to shame. You must be a regular in WeHo. And it's like,
yeah, that was the other thing.
It's like it's my second time out here, bro. But whatever. And you're a podcaster now, and all that kind of shit, right? But you know what? It did remind me. And that was a moment where I was like, this is my Madonna moment where I'm going to accept it because I felt really good. I was having fun. I was with my buddy. We were looking good. We were looking fly, sexy, cute, all those things. And we were having a good time. And I will not accept being treated with anything other than respect, love, compassion, all these things that I deserve.
I see that as a missed opportunity for him. I see the fact that he could have, instead of saying, oh, you're a podcaster now, you're a regular, and that was an opportunity for him to congratulate you for doing something new and brave, or maybe the little tiny ounce of, forward movement and success that you might be having, anywhere, but specifically the podcast. Lots of things that he could have said to break the ice in a way that wasn't the way he approached it.
Or like family. It didn't even feel like a family member. No. It felt like some awkward dude.
But I think that was a missed opportunity on his half. Let me ask you, if he were to come to you and say whether he was sorry or he regrets it or is remorseful or express any kind of willingness to make up for that or make that situation better or work it out and continue forward with some type of relationship, big or small or whatever, or just like burying the hatchet.
Yeah.
How would you receive that?
I mean, it's so not in his nature. As long as I've known him.
No, I'm not saying it is. I don't know the guy.
No, but
I'm just asking
it's not at all what he would ever do. So if he did that, I would probably be like, wow, I'm actually very surprised that you would even do that. And I would accept it. I accept apologies. Doesn't mean that when somebody apologizes, you accept apology that like you continue a relationship. It just means like that's some closure.
Yeah.
So if I do run into you in WeHo, where I frequent,
this is the reason I asked because
awkward.
Not too long after that, we did pass him again, right?
A second time.
And his friend.
Yeah.
Or was it his husband or his friend?
The short guy.
I forget. I wasn't looking. I heard it, and I just was like, he's not doing that to Joffrey again.
Yeah.
And so we kept walking.
Yeah.
But there was something said about, do you want to do that over? Do you want to try again? Or something like that. Kind of sounded sarcastic.
Definitely sarcastic.
But his friend did not strike me as the kind that was going to be sarcastic about something like that.
No, I think it was them that was,
because it wasn't your uncle, because I remember walking past him and he was like looking down and had his back towards us as we were walking by.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of ignoring us. I don't know. I think that it's unfortunate, but you got a lot of people around you who love you and accept you.
Absolutely.
And
I feel like we spent so much time talking about it. We don't need that much time to talk about that.
I wish I had a camera, because talk about views, people, it was so awkward.
It was painful.
And I walked up to his friend and I stood next to him and I was like, so bad blood? Because I didn't know what the fuck to say. I'm like, okay, I'm just here high as a fucking kite.
So stoned. We just smoked. Like we just. Not only that, we had a couple drinks pre-game. Acceptance. And that's where we got to circle this back because there's some shit you're gonna. I feel bad for all this stuff you're gonna have to cut. Like
I'm
usual.
not cutting any of this.
You best.
I'm not cutting.
I'm listening.
Shit. We're not done talking about WeHo because there was a big thing that happened that I could not accept, and I persisted, and I did not surrender, and I found it in the bushes.
Oh my God! Yeah, that was right after all that too.
We went back to the strip and started walking around, and I noticed I didn't have my phone. And I feel like I told you a couple nights, like, watch your pockets.
Yep.
Pickpocketing is, I'm so fearful of pickpocketing. We call Matt from your phone. And I don't know if I told you this, but after, like, when I got home, he's like, he looked at his phone and he almost didn't answer it. He's like, I am not in the mood for fucking 1 a.m. drunk calls from these two. He was like, I'm not fucking dealing with these guys. And then he's like, oh, what if something's wrong? So he answered. And so he looked at Find My iPhone and he saw that it was by the Abbey where we were. And we went over there looking everywhere. You went into the Abbey. You were gone for like 20 minutes. So I don't know how long.
Went into the dance floor and I was moved.
Oh, because it was
on
after
a Friday night.
We fucking took that dance floor down.
We were tearing it up.
That's why my foot hurt.
Yeah.
So you like the Abbey now, I guess is the point.
No.
It was, are you kidding? Fucking Natasha Bedingfield? I say what you want to. Natasha Bedingfield came on and fucking people lit up.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's fucking hits. People want to hear hits. And it wasn't a fucking ridiculous remix. It was just a fucking song and everyone loved it. But Joffrey's not coming out of fucking the Abbey. Matt's dozing off as he's on the phone. I'm like, okay, go back to sleep. I know it's around here somewhere, whatever. And so I hang up with Matt and I think like, I know Joffrey's password. I'm going to fucking call myself. So then I fucking call myself and...
Got 20 minutes alone with my phone with my password. Fuck.
Check your deleted items.
Oh, you fucker.
Because I called it and I thought I heard the ring and I never have my ringer on. And I heard the ring and I was like, wait a minute. Is that my ringer? And so I like started rummaging around the bushes, like in the bushes, deep in the bushes. And then I saw a light and it was fucking... Somebody had taken it off the wall and chucked it way back into the park, like into the bushes. Which I'm thankful they didn't keep it, but there's security right there. They could have given it to security or like taken it to the Abbey or something. No, they just threw it in the fucking bushes. But
lucky find.
I was so lucky. Are you kidding me?
I was very grateful. I was like, oh my gosh, our night's not going to be fun. Like he's going to be in such a bad mood. We're going to go back to the hotel and then he's going to be he's going to be angry. And I'm going to be quiet.
No, that saved our night.
Yeah, but it was just like a culmination of...
It was a fun night, though. All those things, we're going to remember those things forever.
I guess we're going to remember it forever.
We
Summer
will.
Forever. Great story. Moving on. Acceptance, another thing I wanted to make before we end today.
I wasn't fucking done.
Oh, okay, what?
After your experience at the Abbey, which was incredibly fun.
It was fun. It was fun because it was us, though.
Would you tell people that you had fun at the Abbey?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I had fun.
So say
Me
it.
and my friend had fun dancing at the Abbey to a couple songs.
Not me and my friend.
My friend and I.
Sorry. No. I had fun at the Abbey.
I had fun. Yeah.
All right, you queer. Let's move on. What did you have to say?
In the theme of acceptance. No, I think another comment, it's a little bit off track, but another thing for me that has taken some acceptance for this podcast has really been letting go of my own perception of myself. It's a really hard one. Just being seen, being perceived by other people. And I've talked about it a little bit, but like really like trust. I think trust is a big part of acceptance. When you accept something, I think you're also trusting yourself that it's the right thing, or you're trusting whoever you're giving power to. I don't know if that makes sense. But for me, it's like I accepted that this is where we're at, what we're doing. And there was a certain level of trust in it with you as my friend, doing editing, right? Shaping how I'm going to be seen online. Even when it gets posted on Instagram, it gets taken out of context, especially, and I get some weird shit like that going on.
The opposite of accepting is resisting.
Yes, as we've been saying.
Is there something that you've been resisting lately?
Resisting, like, I mean, obviously we talked about it before, but like I do resist what I know I should be doing a lot. I don't know if that's out of like laziness or if it's out of like fear. being uncomfortable. Like I've said it many times in many episodes, and I want to sound like a broken record, but like when I want to hop on Ableton, when I want to hop on my piano and I want to work on songs or work on a song that you and I are working on right now, like, and add to it. And I feel like there's a certain level of resistance, and I don't know why that is. Normally I would have an answer, but that's something I've been resisting
I
myself. And I've been resisting what I could do, what I could achieve. Maybe that is out of fear. But again, when I said that which resists persists, then it really fucking persists. Because if you resist something and you push against it, it just comes back even further. Like the further you push, the farther it'll pull.
But
so
along, when you finally grace the world with your music, I think you're going to feel those floodgates open, and it's going to be different. I think it's very similar to how we started this podcast. We talked about it for a long time, and then it took me like fucking booking a studio, booking the time here, and just like putting the foot forward,
just doing it.
And then it becomes easy. It becomes familiar. It doesn't become as scary, but it is scary.
Of course.
It's scary putting yourself out there in such a vulnerable way. And those who are not creative don't understand that vulnerable feeling of putting that part of you out there, because they don't see it as part of you. I don't think. I think that if you're not a creative type, you don't understand how it is an extension of you, that you have it's like cutting off an arm.
Yeah.
You create something because once you release it, it's no longer yours.
This is true.
And so that's scary.
It's very personal.
It's scary. There is a lot of fear in it. Yeah. There's a lot of,
but
judgment. There's
accepting too that you can't expect perfection too. It's like accepting where you're at in that moment. So for me, it's like, this is my first thing. You just got to release it. Like you just got to put it out. You just got to do it and accept that it is the best that you can do. And it's you. Accept that that's you. And that's where you're at now. And maybe your next one's different. Your next one's different.
And is it ever going to be perfect at that time?
I don't think anything will ever be.
Never.
God knows, like that's how we are with this podcast. It's
you're always going to want
figuring it out.
But that's what keeps you striving.
Yeah, you want to be
that's
better.
What
you want to
keeps
do
Madonna.
Better. That's what keeps me Madonna.
Think about it. Like think about somebody like that, always moving forward.
Yeah,
always moving.
I think that's just Madonna's side. It's just important for just humans in general. It's evolving, and everything has to evolve. You have to evolve, even though whether it's technology we're talking about the way way we talked so long that this thing is.
I know, but don't worry about it because there's nothing I'm resisting. Listen, you can follow us, Musky Trunks, on Instagram. You can follow us on YouTube. A great way to engage with us is on YouTube through the comments.
Yes.
We're on the Talk of Tick too. This is all at Musky Trunks. So Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Where else are we? Apple motherfucking podcast. Okay. Some motherfucker gave us a fucking 4-star, a 1-star reading. Fuck that person. They gave us a 1-star reading. Fuck you.
Because we didn't show feet.
Is that why? They said that?
There you go.
You just gave it to him.
Yeah. Not that one. It's not. He didn't say anything. I can't read the comments on that. I don't know what they say.
But listen, and all jokes aside, all fuck yous aside, if you are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, please give us a high star rating and refer us to your friend. Share us on Instagram, or tell your people about us. We appreciate it.
Anyway, thank you guys for sitting with us.
Thank you.
On a more introspective episode. Not everything's ass and armpits, and that's okay. And sometimes it is ass and armpits.
You're not gonna. I mean, my armpits are a little sweaty right now.
Mine are certainly sweaty.
I'll give them to you.
Let me do it like Blue does it.
How do you? That's what you do.
Do it again.
I don't know what you're talking about, though. I don't do that. Wait, you forgot. You forgot.
What?
Cunt. See you next Tuesday. Get it? Because we post on Tuesdays. Jeez, you have to explain the joke. It's not funny. What the fuck? Cunt.